Say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
This.
Give me all you got!
Listen,
Give me all you got!
swear me and my brother.
I can tell you I don't have money, but what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
Right now! I want to talk! You kill him! You kill yourself, you motherfucker! Give me back my son! Help! I didn't kill my wife! I don't care!
Hello and welcome to Stand and Watch, the best and only dad movie podcast you're ever going to listen to.
I'm Nick.
Is it still because we killed the others? Are we still doing that bit?
I mean, there's been so much death in the news lately. Do we want to add to that body count?
I guess not. We'll temporarily stop killing the other dad movie podcasts, I guess. Or
Though we didn't say it last time, and as soon as we finished the episode, Venezuela was bombed.
so what
So
you're saying is we should say it because then it provides good juju.
provides good juju, and I think if folks are aware that we are still a threat and we will kill if provoked, they'll behave better.
Okay. Um in that case, welcome to Stand and Watch, the best and only dad movie podcast you're ever going to listen to because we killed all the other ones.
We went to their house and killed them because they didn't commit to doing video like we did.
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, we hate our audience." And I said, "We do too, but we don't hate them as much as you, and we're doing video."
Yeah, so they're dead now, so there's no more dad movie podcasts. I am Matt.
I'm Nick. Hi, Steve. Hi, Standys.
Hello. Steve is actually, now that we do video, and since he's our number one listener, he actually watches the videos and listens to the audio version at the same time.
Because Steve knows that we love our audio listeners way better than we love our video watchers.
Yes, but he still watches the videos because he knows that we need the views.
He gave me advice. He said, "Your hair needs to be wet every episode, or it's just not going to look good." So
Yeah.
that's why my hair's wet. Folks
Yeah.
think this is a bit. Steve Buscemi listens and watches the show. Listens to and watches the show.
Yeah.
I promise you.
He is our number one listener. He's told us on several occasions. And in fact, he's our only subscriber on not Patreon. We don't have a Patreon. What's it called? Ko-fi? I've heard it
Kofi?
both ways.
Kofi? Kofi?
Yeah, he's our only subscriber. Not even a subscriber because we don't have subscriptions, but he just donates all the time.
Do we need do you need a Ko-fi or a Patreon? Like, can't we just set something up where they have our bank information and they send us money?
We could, but then they don't get benefits. Then again, they don't get
I
any
mean,
now.
they don't get any now. They get a Patreon where we're building a community, but really it's an audience. It's an audience, not a community. We're not holding hands singing Kumbaya.
To be fair, I don't want them to have my bank information.
Why not? They can give you they can't give you the money if they don't have the numbers.
No, they can give it to the Ko-fi, coffee. I've heard it both ways, and then it goes into my bank.
But doesn't Ko-fi get a cut, and doesn't Ko-fi have your bank information?
No, they have my PayPal information.
But PayPal has your bank information.
This is true.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I was thinking about this the other day because what is the best way to get paid by your audience without somebody like sticking a finger in your pocket and taking like I don't know what it's called up there, a $5 dollar.
Honestly, the best way is probably making your own website with your own subscription service.
Peculiar.
Yeah.
I'll think on it. But yeah, Ko-fi, Patreon, these are things of the past. OnlyFans, no more. No more.
I once had an OnlyFans account that only posted pictures of fans.
I miss your channel every day. I want to do my feet. No face, just feet. I think if I shave my feet and really, really apply a lotion like regularly, I think I would have pretty attractive feet.
I would love nothing, and people give these people shit, but if I could make money off selling pictures of my feet, I would never have a job. I would just do that.
let's do a stand and watch calendar of nothing but feet. Our feet. Because and it plays. You're like, well, that has nothing to do with stand and watch. Are you kidding me? You stand on your feet.
Here's a picture of our feet standing while we watched certain movies.
Yes.
Right? January.
January.
January, here's a picture of our feet while we're watching Love Actually.
Yes. Yes. Let's do it.
February,
Get this going.
here's a picture of our feet where we're watching, um, I don't know, what's a February Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
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 March, what's in March? St. Patrick's Day. So here's a picture of our feet while we're watching Good Will Hunting.
And you know what? You add to the Groundhog's Day joke by having February in there 3 times before March pops up.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Calendar we can print these calendars pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Dads love calendars. Dads love tracking the days.
Yeah. How much do dads love feet, though?
Um, Depends on the dad.
Yeah. I wonder if we get Steve involved.
You think Steve would show feet?
Maybe, if it was for his favorite podcast.
Steve, if you're what am I saying? You are listening. Would you like to be in the first stand and watch calendar?
We should do a calendar for hard drive that's just video game characters' feet. That would make
Keep that one
money.
in the keep that in the chamber. Keep that in the chamber.
That
Oh
would
my goodness.
that would make a killing.
I mean,
Gamers, biggest fucking freaks.
whose feet? We've got 12 calendars. We've got 12 pictures. What game characters? Whose feet are we putting in there?
Laura Croft.
Laura Croft, obviously.
Arthur Morgan.
People do love a good Arthur Morgan. Samus Aran.
I don't know if you ever see her feet. I don't know if a picture,
We-
such a picture exists.
We can hire someone to draw her feet.
Okay. Yeah. Zelda and Link together.
Do they show feet?
They will.
I know there's that one part in one of those games where she's bending over and you can like look at her rear, but I've never seen her feet.
We can get someone to draw her feet. Link definitely shows feet because you can take his shoes off.
Yeah, and I think I remember looking at his feet. But yeah, he's good to go. He's ready to go.
Geralt?
He does show feet. He's in the tub.
Yeah.
He's in the tub. Che, what's her name? Chell from Portal. You can see her feet if you look down.
Yep. Okay.
Maybe like have her like standing next to the companion cube with her feet out. That's hot.
I think we got something here.
Are there any other ones? Is there any feet in The Last of Us? Any feet we can see in The Last of Us?
I don't think so, and I don't know. I don't think those characters those feet would be as popular as other feats.
Have you met gamers?
Mario?
Ooh.
Mario feet?
Mario feet. He does strip down to his bathing suit in that one in Odyssey.
Yeah.
We said Laura Croft.
How many did we name so far?
A bunch.
Did we name 12? I feel like we named 12.
What about boy, I need another femme fatale. Give me another femme fatale.
Oh, hang on. Who did we name? We named Laura Croft. We named Arthur Morgan. We named Geralt. We named Samus. Link and or Zelda. Chell.
That's
Mario.
7, so we need 5 more.
Kratos?
Does he show feet? I don't think he shows feet.
Does he?
We need them to show feet, right?
I mean, Samus doesn't show feet.
Leave Samus alone. This one's for me.
I feel like he does.
All right, Kratos. Kratos. Well, and Kratos also climbs on Kronos and he's naked, and you see his feet when you climb on him.
Yeah, so at the very least, we get Kronos. Who else? Who else? We have 8. Who's a character?
Any fighting game characters, like
Does
Liu
Chun-Li ever
Kang,
does Chun-Li ever show
Chun
feet?
Li. She wears shoes, but they do have that mod. They do have that mod.
Do
I'm
mods
sure they have
count?
a version.
Are we counting
Huh?
mods for these feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so Chun-Li, that's 9. Um,
3 more, feet. 3 more feet. Hold on, I'm gonna type in
who
video game
else?
characters with good feet.
Oh, I
With good feet.
your
Oh boy.
poor internet history. Who's another game character? I'm just blanking
Ooh,
now. You watching a video about this?
the video is when female characters reveal their feet in video games.
Oh god.
Doing some research here.
I feel
Emma
like
Mountbank from, I'm guessing this is one of those scary games.
we need more
Y
male characters. We need to have a good
You're
mix.
right. Does anyone in Dispatch show feet? Vi does. Doesn't she show feet at the movies?
Invisigal?
Yeah.
Does she? Maybe. I mean, she's
I think
gotta
she
show
shows
feet at
feet.
least in that one scene. You know the one I'm talking about.
Street Fighter has that one character that is like her feet are always in the air. She's got like the weird hair.
Oh, okay, so
What's her
we'll just
name?
do we do her and Chun-Li, or do we replace Chun-Li with her?
Yes, we have them together.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So
Yeah,
we still
choker on and everything. People love chokers.
so how many do we need now? 2 or 3? Are we saying Invisigal?
I think we need I think we need 2 more.
Okay. Um, how about
What about somebody in Metal Gear?
I was thinking, does anybody in Metal Gear show feet? Does Quiet show feet? Quiet does show feet.
Quiet, there we go.
Yeah.
You said okay, so we need another man though.
Okay. Last one. What about
Need one for the fellas.
uh
Ooh, oh no.
what?
What if what did I just stumble upon?
I don't know. I can't see.
This video is seeing Jessica's toes made me horny until dawn chapter 3.
Oh god. Um, I hope that's just a clickbait title for a let's play.
I hope so too, but I don't know. I don't know with the internet anymore. I just don't know.
We need one more. How
One
about how
man, I
about
really wish Revolver Ocelot showed feet. I don't think he does though.
Solid Snake doesn't show feet, does he? Does Naked Snake?
No. Wait, you do one of the snakes gets captured and they're essentially naked, right? No, Raiden. Raiden shows feet because he's butt naked.
Is he?
Yeah,
Which game?
you have your hands on your crotch and everything.
Which game?
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Oh, I haven't played it yet.
And like when he because you know how Snake rolls,
Okay.
um, Raiden does like a handless cartwheel, but so when he's naked, he has one hand on his crotch, and he
Do we want 2
wheels.
Metal Gear characters though as separate entries?
It would be the other one. Oh, quiet.
Quiet.
That's fine. That's
Cuz
fine.
cuz the other cuz Link and Zelda would be together and the 2 Street Fighter characters would be together. So Metal Gear would be the only one that's two different months.
That's fine. I feel like Metal Gear's been around long enough that they deserve it.
Is there another male character that shows feet that people would want to see?
I love that we're committed to this bit that has
It's
nothing to do with the double feature.
it has nothing. This bit has nothing to do with movies. They're like, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
This is for us. Folks that have no idea that we write for hard drive are like, what the fuck is going what is hard what about a hard drive? What's on your hard drive? Is it
Yeah,
feet?
yeah.
Gotta be feet pick.
On our dad movie podcast, we're talking about the video game satire site we work for. Um, well, we'll think of it later. This is we have a year to plan.
No,
We have a year to plan this
we've come
calendar. We have a whole year to plan this calendar and talk to the
we've
merch people about it and get it on sale.
Hold on, ask Reddit. Ask Reddit as which video game character has the best feet.
What's the
Because of
top
course,
what's the top comment?
let's see here. Spyro, Freddy Fazbear, Yoshi, Falco, switch to Spectrum and get free fiber powered internet for $0. Sonic, Chun-Li. So there we go. Nah, not a lot of good not a good reference here.
Reddit lets us down once again.
Oh wait, here's one. From Dust features tribespeople who are habitually barefoot. Zelda Breath of the Wild. Man, these guys really love foot. Oh, okay, here we go. Conan Exiles has both first and third person views, though drawing your weapons forces the view into third person. Cyberpunk 2077, Remnant 1 and 2, Sunset Overdrive has feet. Baldur's Gate 3 apparently has feet. I
Oh,
think who that
they
would be.
okay. Any of them really, because you can take all their clothes off.
Who's the guy with the white hair? Is that
Asterion.
there we go, Asterion.
There you go. Honestly, you could just do, all of them at once. Just get a group
Group
photo.
photo.
Group photo of all their feet.
We got it. We did it.
There it is. Alright, let's talk about
We
this
did it.
double feature now.
Yeah, so we have a double feature. What did we decide to start with, the town or the heat here?
Uh,
Heat, not the heat.
yeah, we decided to start with the town.
Okay, let me pull that up. I've got my resources here. All right, so we're starting with the town. Town is a 2010 American neo-noir crime thriller film co-written and directed by Ben Affleck, adapted from Chuck Hogan's 2004 novel Prince of Thieves. The film stars Affleck, Rebecca Hall, John Hamm, Jeremy Renner, Blake Lively, Titus Welliver, Pete Postlewaite, Chris Cooper, and Slaine. Features a Boston bank robber who begins to develop romantic feelings for a victim of one of his previous robberies, but he hides his identity from her. Meanwhile, he and his crew set out to get one final score by robbing Fenway Park. Town premiered in Venice Film Festival on September 8th, 2010, and was released in the United States by Warner Brothers Pictures on September 17th, 2010. Based on actual events, the film received positive reviews from critics for its direction, screenplay, editing, and the performance of the cast, particularly Renner, and grossed 154 million worldwide. It received various accolades, including the National Board of Review Award for Best Cast, as well as the Best Supporting Actor nominations at the Academy, Golden Globe, SAG for Renner, and BAFTA Awards posthumously. The film is also honored as one of the top 10 films of 2010 by National Board of Review. Yeah,
Pretty good. Pretty good there,
a
Mr. Affleck.
nice little Affleck picture here.
Yeah.
He's done enough where I think we can call them pictures, right? These are pictures
These are pictures, I think.
or flicks. I think he'd prefer flicks.
Do you think how do you think people would react if in, like, 2005, you had told them, "Hey, you know that Ben Affleck guy, the guy from Jiggly? He's gonna be a great director in, like, 5 years."
I believe it. You know why I would believe it? Because he has good relationships with both of his exes. You just can't do that. There's discipline there. There just the ability to collaborate with people, even if like you don't always agree on stuff. So if you're telling me a man who is still in good terms with both of his Jennifers was
I
going to be a good director, I'd be like, yeah,
I
yeah.
do I do like Ben Affleck, if only for the fact that every time I see a paparazzi photo of Ben Affleck, he looks like just he looks like he's so done, just all the time.
He
This man is
his
always
face.
yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
this man is always just like, "Ah, fuck."
He's constantly making the face that makes the worst person you know say, "Man, he's just like me for real though. He's
Yeah,
just
but
like us."
I don't know, I look at every time I see a paparazzi picture of him, I'm like, "Yeah, I get it, man."
He was in he was in my college town shooting Gone Girl. I think it was my sophomore or junior year, and every other story was him just like he didn't want to talk to anybody. He didn't want pictures with anybody. I had one friend. She took a picture with him at the gym. He was in a Red Sox shirt. She was in a Cardinals shirt. He did not want to be in this picture. It is amazing.
I love I when he was when he it was the second time he was married to Jennifer Lopez, or I don't know if they got married the first time, but they were at something, some, like, Hollywood, like, showbiz event. I don't know if you've seen this video. And, they're, like, chatting people up and, Jennifer Lopez is Jennifer Lopez, and, he's there and he's all smiley, whatever. And as soon as, like, they're done with this interaction, as they're walking away, the cameras catch him and his face, like, as soon as he's done this interaction, his face immediately drops, like, fucking, like, "Thank God this is over."
I just remember the paparazzi video of him, getting Jennifer Lopez in the car. She gets in, and just the way he shuts the door, he's had a bad day.
Do you remember when he went to the Grammys with her?
Was that recent?
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago, like a year or 2 ago. He went to the Grammys with her, and every time the camera cut to him, he looked so bored.
To be fair, those award shows are very boring.
I know, but I don't know, every time I see Ben Affleck, I'm like, "You know what?" And I I feel like him and Matt Damon, like, they're just guys. They
Isn't he
seem like
sober? Is am I misconstruing this? He's sober, right? Maybe that's
he is sober.
he he's finally doing all this stuff sober, and he's like, "Oh, man, this stuff sucks."
Yeah, yeah, I don't know, every time to and maybe this is just them having really good PR people, but I don't know, they seem like they're still just 2 guys from Boston.
Yeah. And I like that about them. And again, I like that he has a good relationship with the Jennifers.
Yeah.
Like, I love the immediately after him and Lopez separated again, like, you immediately see that he's at a game with, not Jennifer Aniston, what's the other Jennifer's last name?
Garner.
Gardner. He's at a baseball game with Jennifer Gardner, and you're just like, "Oh, look at them, they're co-parenting." I'm so
Yeah.
happy for them.
I love that
That's good.
I love that him and Matt Damon are still friends and, like, they have, like, a male marriage almost. Matt Damon did the Letterbox top 4 interview once, and every time he was talking about the movie, he'd go, "Ben and I saw this."
He sounds like Ben's wife.
No, I love it. I love it. He's just yeah.
Ben and I saw that one. We I was
Yeah,
mad at him because I wanted the big popcorn and he brought me the small popcorn.
yeah, I don't remember how many years it might have been Oppenheimer when Oppenheimer came out, and so they were doing, the red carpet, and so Letterboxd was like, "What are your top 4 movies?" Because they do that. They're like, "Name your top 4," and as Matt Damon's explaining all of his top 4, he's like, "Yeah, so I'll add this one. I remember Ben and I saw this when it came out." Like, we it's like, I don't know, man. They're great. I love them.
When I asked you earlier, like who, and not to jump the heat or anything. When I asked you earlier, hey, who's the new De Niro Pacino? Is it just Matt and Ben?
I don't know because the thing with De Niro and Pacino is when he came out, people were like, "Oh my god, De Niro and Pacino finally on screen together." Whereas, like, we've seen Matt Damon and Ben Affleck; they're together all the time.
Yeah, but I don't know. They're just so cute,
They
so
are
cute.
cute. They got a new movie coming out on Netflix. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, now that I'm not as excited because you said it's going to be on Netflix, so
Me neither, but I don't know. It's them. It's a good the director, he made that A-Team movie.
I still need to see Air. By the way,
Really,
their last movie.
it's fun. Fun movie.
I'm just not interested in billionaires and how they did it because it always forgets that like, oh, hey, by the way, they had a check. They had a check from a family member. They always seem to forget that part.
It is an
They had money already.
it's an entertaining movie, though. Do you think that I was watching this I've seen The Town before, right? But during this watch, I couldn't help but think during a lot of it, was Jeremy Renner supposed to be Matt Damon in this movie?
I think so. And that Jeremy Renner has kind of a reputation now around the town. I don't know if you've seen Renner in the news lately. Threatened to deport his girlfriend and her family, I
I did
believe, allegedly.
I did read those alleged reports. I don't know if they were confirmed, but I was
Kind of a
watching.
kind of a misogynist. So when you tell me that Jeremy Renner's playing a misogynist character, and he just did the same in the new Knives Out.
I don't know, I was watching this, and look, Jeremy Renner is very good in this, but I couldn't help but wonder, because like, his character is like Ben Affleck's best friend, and I couldn't help but think, was this originally gonna be Matt like, did Ben Affleck like, hope that this would be Matt Damon? And, like, for whatever reason, he couldn't do it, so he got Jeremy Renner. Is this the second movie where Jeremy Renner plays a character that should have been Matt Damon?
Probably. What was the first?
That Bourne movie.
Yeah, yeah. I for some the 2010s, the late aughts, early 10s were weird because everyone was trying to push Renner on us. They were pushing Renner, man. Between this, Bourne, he was in Mission Impossible for a few movies.
Yeah. Although he is good in those movies. He's good in things, but
He's good.
yeah.
He's good. He's good. And now he had an app. He had a country music album that is dog shit.
Oh god. I don't know. I just feel like we need a third movie to complete the Jeremy Renner trilogy of hey, shouldn't this be Matt Damon?
Put him just put him in Odyssey. Just put him in the Odyssey.
No, you know what they do? Put him in I hear they're making another Oceans movie. Put Renner in it instead of Damon.
Wait, are they doing a ladies' ocean or a men's ocean? Or are they doing a
Men's.
combined ocean?
Doing a men's.
Wow, did Ocean's 8 really do like not do much? And they're like, oh shit, we gotta.
They're doing a men's one and they're also doing a prequel?
Why? No, who's asking for this?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not opposed to a men's one. I wouldn't mind those guys getting the band back together.
Didn't Clooney move to Paris? Isn't he gone?
He can come back to film a movie. Nah, they'll all just
No,
go
you
there.
can't.
They'll film it in Paris.
Stay out in Paris, film it out there. Let's do our dad approved letterbox reviews for the town real quick. I've got one right here from Brett Schutt, who's a pro. Didn't know you could go pro in letterbox. Congratulations. I bet you're making a lot of money doing that. Give the movie 2 stars and a heart. And he said, this feels like the type of movie that would play on FX at like 2 p.m. on a Friday or something. And I said, hell yeah, when I read that. Hell yeah.
I mean, yeah. And that you
FX,
know what? That's the best kind of movie.
FX has the movies. Hell yeah.
I got one here from Josh, who is a patron. Praise be. He
Maybe.
gave the town 4 stars and a heart and wrote, "Now I'm gonna be doing a Boston accent all day. Thanks, Ben Affleck."
It's a very thick Boston accent. He's from Boston, right?
Yeah,
I'm not mistaken.
he's
Okay.
from he's very famously from Boston.
I didn't know if it was one of those situations where he was like from Austin, Texas,
No,
and
it's
he
like
just loved Boston so much that he convinced everybody he was from Boston.
there's like 3 famous people from Boston.
Him, Matt Damon. Is Marky Mark from Boston?
Yeah, he's from Boston. Say hi to your mother for me.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
If I was on that plane, it wouldn't have gone down that way. Would
I
have been
think
different.
Hollywood has just made me so jaded. Like the first time I heard anybody from The Walking Dead with their British accents, I was like, "Get the fuck out! You're not from Georgia. Get the fuck out of here.
You
Get
know,
out."
the one guy I was shocked isn't from Boston is Kevin Bacon because 'cause I've seen him in, like, 4 things where he plays a guy from Boston with a Boston accent.
And he's always yeah, he's a cop from Boston.
He's always a
He's
cop from Boston, and he's not from Boston.
where is he from? Is he California?
I don't
California?
I don't know. He's he should have been in the town.
Maybe he should have been Renner.
Maybe. Um,
Where is Kevin Bacon from? I like the town. Oh, Philadelphia. He's close. He's close enough.
okay, okay.
He's close. He's close. He just had to get he probably had a tinge of the accent there. Like, oh, we gotta up that. We have to up the
He looks like he
I
could be
I
from
can't do
Boston.
yeah. He's Boston passing.
Yeah. He's got a Boston pass.
That's the name of the episode, Boston passing. Clickbait titles, here we come.
Oh god.
For the viewers, we hate them.
No, the best click this is a double feature. The best clickbait title for the YouTube would be, "Is the town better than Heat?"
Oh god, yeah. And then like it has a we have our thumbnail.
No, that I'm not going that far. Well, I'm not doing the stupid face.
Every time I see the stupid face on someone, I'm just like, you should die. You should just die.
Yeah.
You and your clickbait. You and your clickbait. The town. What did you like about the town,
Hang on,
Matthew?
do you wanna do, our newest segment that you always
Oh,
forget about?
I always forget about it. Who do you want? Do you want Renner?
Yeah,
Do you want Renner?
let's do Renner. Does Renner pass the smell test?
Does Renner pass the Wikipedia smell test? Let's
Yeah.
see. I am on
This is our
his Wikipedia. Hey, I'm concerned. I think these guys have PR teams going on the Wikipedia and cleaning these up
you
because the
think?
controversy people's controversy things have, like, kinda been, like, footnoted or you kinda have to
Really?
click your way to find them. Here we go.
Interesting.
2023 snowplow accident. Uh, I'm not team snowplow, but, maybe if I read a few things here, maybe there'll be a few more team snowplow folks. Sexual harassment and abuse allegations in November
Ooh.
2025, so 2 months ago. Filmmaker Yi Zhu alleged that Renner had subjected her to sexual misconduct and abuse. Zhu, a Chinese national, alleged that Renner threatened to call ICE on her after she confronted him about alleged misconduct, which involved sending her unsolicited sexual photos of himself earlier that year and shouting at her while drunk at his home, leading her to fear for her life. Renner denied the allegations, insisting they had shared a brief consensual encounter. Renner's attorneys responded with a cease and desist letter to Zhao.
So he does not pass the smell test.
He's not passed the smell test, and I just gotta say, this is terrible. These allegations are terrible. It's not cool. I think it's hilarious that these allegations came out as he was doing like press stuff for a movie where he was a terrible misogynist person in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Not that he's in it
The
much.
time, just timing wise, it's like, man, that's rough. But yeah, doesn't pass the smell test. And I imagine Ryan Wilson told Ryan Wilson? No.
Ryan
It's
Johnson?
I imagine Ryan Johnson's like, go home, man. You're off the press tour. Go home. Get out of here. Get get
It's
get out
fine.
of
It was a
here.
Netflix movie, so they didn't have that big of a press tour anyway.
No, you're right. You're right. They had one red carpet.
Yeah.
Uh The Town is a movie that I only saw, like, I would only see bits and pieces as a kid. Again, FX at 2 p.m. on a Friday. I'd come home and it'd be the nun scene, or it would be the scene where they're stuck in the parking garage of Fenway and they're trying to get out. Those are the only parts of this movie that I had seen.
I had seen this whole movie. This is one of those movies where way back in the day, me and my dad used to always go to HMV. This was a movie store here. I don't know if you guys had that in America, the land of the free.
No, no, we did not.
Um, we would go there like once a week because they would always have like 2 for 20 on a bunch of
Mhm.
movies. And so we would just buy movies to watch, and this is one of those ones that we bought, and I watched it, and I liked it as a kid, or not a kid, I guess I was a teen. Haven't watched it since, but I remember liking it.
It wears its heat. This is a movie that loves heat, and they're like, we're doing heat, but Boston.
I feel like every heist movie post Heat is a movie that loves heat.
Yeah. Even the video game, like Grand Theft Auto 4 has a whole, like, the longest level in the game is committed. It's Heat. You're playing Heat.
Yeah, it's almost a and it's almost a verbatim armored truck heist is Heat.
Yeah, you're running down an alleyway,
Yeah,
running down a street with cars buzzing by as the cops are shooting at you. Yeah, it's Heat. It's Heat.
it's Heat. But no, I like this movie. I still think this is a great movie.
I think it's a great movie. I do think costumes are a little ridiculous. Think you're gonna find.
I like the
I'm not.
I like their heist costumes.
I did want to see a little more on the planning side. I feel like the planning side kind of takes the back seat to the one last thing, and we're getting out of here, right? We're going to Florida, man. I got to get out of here. I gotta get going, man. Though I
Yeah,
say that, and Heat
yeah.
is almost 3 hours, so maybe Heat was like, no, we're doing it all.
I mean, Heat, you also don't really get that much of the planning.
No, because they've already planned it. They've already planned it. It's just a matter. Heat is just about them basically getting the heat off of them so they can do it.
Yeah. I don't mind not I mean, look, I love a good heist being planned, but I just, I really just wanna see the heist, and this movie has some good heists.
The heist, or the Fenway heist is amazing.
It
because I've
is.
never seen it all the way through. I have seen them dressed as cops, and just to see him go, just walk in, just the
Yeah, they just
strongest Boston accent cop.
yeah, I love they just walk in, they're like, "Hey, who called 911? Did you call 911?"
It's almost a comedy at that point because
Yeah,
everyone's got their hands up, like
everyone's like, "No, I
I
didn't
didn't
call
call nine
911.
one
Who
one.
called 911?" He's like, "Well, we got a call. Who called 911? You said there was a robbery?" It's like, "No, we didn't call 911. Who called 911?" Like, "How did you get in?" It's like, how did you get in? You gotta talk to Mike." "Yeah, we just talked to Mike. He let us in. We walked by Mike. Didn't you just hear me? Who called 911?" Nobody called 911. And then one of the security guards, like, I don't know, he goes for something. So Ben Affleck and Jeremy Renner dressed as cops pull out their guns. "Get on the floor. Get on the ground. Get on the fucking ground." And they do it. And then they immediately, like, zip tie the guys, and it lingers on the one security guy's face, like, as he realizes, "Oh, shit, these are the robbers. What have we done?" Like,
We
he's
are so fucked.
yeah, like, it lingers on this guy's face, and, like, he's just so disappointed in himself. Like, "Oh, how did we let this happen?"
I love the irony, or I love the coincidence that both guys in the cash room have a wife named Linda.
Yeah, yeah,
That feels like a Boston detail.
it
Like, I
does.
guess everyone has a Linda.
It's a nice little detail that he uses, like, "The Lindas want you to come home. The Lindas want you to let us in there."
It uh, this is a this is an everyman's bank robber movie, whereas the guys from Heist, I'm like, "Oh, well, those guys were already well-to-do. Maybe they had a rough childhood, but, like, these guys are wearing suits everywhere they go. They go to fancy restaurants." I watch The Town, I'm like, "Man, these guys were born on the wrong side of the tracks, and they stayed there, and I love them for it."
Yeah, right? They don't even it doesn't even seem like they keep most of the money that they steal, they gotta give it to the fucking flower shop guy.
Right. I feel like I feel like if Fast and Furious were more serious, like, these guys could run laps around Dominic Toretto and his family.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, yeah, these guys just have more street cred than Dom.
I also love, like and again, maybe this is also a little Boston detail, the nun heist when they steal from the armored truck, and there's this big car chase because the cops, like, get onto them, and they finally get away, and they're like, "Hell yeah, we got away," and they get out of the car, and there's a cop parked right there, and they just stare at each other, and then the cop just turns his head.
He did, yeah, no, I didn't see anything.
Yeah,
You guys go along.
he just
Go along.
no words are spoken, he just turns his head the other way and waits for them to get the fuck out of there.
Was this pre-body cam? I feel like, yeah, this was pre-body cam. If he had a body cam, it would have been off anyway.
That's true, he is a cop.
He's a cop. He whoop,
Yeah.
whoop. He's turned it off for less.
Yeah.
What else? What were the other costs? What Oh, the mask at the beginning, very trippy. I don't like those scary masks. They're too scary for me. But they were effective.
I like that they had dreadlocks on them.
Yes. Yes. It reminded me of, oh, what is it? What is it? I think Running Scared, there's some guys wearing masks that kind of look similar to this. Is it in the hockey scene? I haven't seen Running Scared in years. I need to rewatch Running Scared.
They've always reminded me there's a scene in I think it's Batman Forever. It might be Batman and Robin, where Robin, like, goes into an alley, and it's like a glow in the dark alley, and these, like, glow in the dark goons, like, try to harass, like, a girl, and he fights them off, and they have, like, skeleton-like masks and face paint and dreads.
I remember that scene scared me as a kid.
Did it?
They're scary. They're scary guys.
It's a weird scene, it's a trippy scene. Because why is the alley glow in the dark?
Yeah,
Kinda
what why this this benefits nobody besides these guys who just so happen to be painted for
yeah,
this.
yeah, I don't know, Gotham's a weird town, but yeah, those masks
You're telling
remind
me
me of
that
that.
you're telling me that's their hideout in this alleyway? That's just this alleyway, this open alleyway? Okay,
Yeah.
fine, whatever.
How do you make an open alleyway outside glow in the dark?
Figure it out. Figure it out.
Because like, their teeth like, I can understand, okay, the paint or whatever, but, like, their teeth glow.
Matt, you're sounding a lot like an IMDb, you're sounding a lot like Neil deGrasse Tyson right now. Why don't you just enjoy the movie?
Well, because it's bad.
Why don't you that's the point of it. It's camp. You're supposed to like camp. Camp is self-aware. If you don't like camp,
That's not true.
problem with you, not
If it's
camp.
Batman Forever, it's not that bad. If it's Batman and Robin, it's bad. But I don't remember
Didn't they
which
both
movie it's
have bat
from.
nipple they both had bat nipples though, right?
They both had bat nipples. But
Can I say something? I don't know if this is a hot take, but can I say something that I didn't like about The Town?
go ahead.
I don't like John Hamm in this.
Really?
I don't like John Hamm in this.
I like John Hamm in this.
Now I'm also watching Mad Men right now, so I mean nothing can touch his Mad Men. But
No.
I need a hero to root for, and he's not a good hero.
I don't think he's not supposed to be the hero. He's the bad guy. You're supposed to root against them.
You know what I mean? And maybe because I had heat on the mind because I was getting ready to watch it after this, but like Pacino's a good cop. Like he's this flawed guy who wears his flaws and like makes mistakes and admits that he's wrong. Ham's character, like as soon as like I think it's during the nun robbery where they shoot the guard, but he lives. And Ham just goes on this rant that like, oh, he's the guy you kill. He drops a few R slurs, and then he's like, I wish he would have died so I could charge you. I would have held the pillow over his face. It's like, God damn, I don't want you to win at all. I want the bad guys to win.
Yeah, but I think that's the point. Like the thing with Heat is that they're both they're both protagonists.
Yeah.
And The Town is very much John Hamm is the antagonist of like Ben Affleck is the hero. He's the protagonist of the movie. You want him to get away. You don't want John
You
Hamm
want
to,
you
you don't want John Hamm to get him. You're supposed to root
yeah, you
against John
want
Hamm. I feel like this is one of the only movies that uses John Hamm well.
yeah, because I don't like him in Baby Driver either. Oh, I'm embarrassed to admit I liked Baby Driver in the theaters. I liked it so much that I recommended it to a group of friends, so we watched it at my house. And they all hated it, and I just wanted to die because I hated it in that moment too. I was like, "Why did I
Yeah,
like this so much?"
I don't know. I still like Baby Driver. I've seen it once. I've only seen it once at home.
It was so grating. I don't know what happened. I don't like were they pumping drugs into the theater that I saw? Because I was eating it. I was like, "This is the best fucking movie ever."
I don't
And
know.
then at home, I'm like, "Oh no,
I don't know.
oh no."
I saw it in theaters and liked it, and then saw it at home and liked it.
I don't know. Maybe it's worth a rewatch here soon. But yeah, John Hamm just wasn't working for me.
I don't know. I thought this was a good use of John Hamm. A lot of movies don't know how to use John Hamm. I thought this movie was like, no, if you're gonna use John Hamm, he should be a hard ass and yelling and being, a bit of a prick.
I don't think John Hamm knows how to use John Hamm.
His agents don't, at least.
Yeah.
The way this movie uses John Hamm reminds me of the way Top Gun Maverick uses John Hamm, and I'm like, that's how you use John Hamm in a movie.
I haven't seen Maverick. I'm guessing he's good in it.
He is good. I don't know his rank is. He's like a corporal or whatever he's like the hard ass corporal who's like doesn't believe in Maverick's methods.
He thinks Maverick's a little he wants Maverick to be a little more by the books.
He's essentially every time he's on screen in Top Gun Maverick, he's essentially doing a military version of that's what the money is for.
Ah, okay.
Like that's how you use John Hamm. If he's
Yeah, you just have to pull him away from SNL. Like, John, get get out of get out of Rockefeller Center. We need you in the movies. Come on, man, get out of here.
yeah, I think if you're gonna use John Hamm in a non-comedic way, like that, you gotta have him as like a bit of a hard ass. You gotta tap into his that's what the money is for.
I think I think he would be better in comedies if you made him play a hard ass in comedies. If you made him be like you know what role he would be good in? And I wouldn't recast this at all, but like if Parks and Rec came out and he was going for comedy instead of drama, he's Ron Swanson.
See, the problem is John Hamm's a very charming man.
He is very charming. Nick Offerman's charming too, though.
No, I'm saying like if you're using him in a comedy, you kind of want him to be charming. Like,
I don't think so. I don't think you have to. Like they use him in 30 Rock really well when he's
and he's
the
an idiot.
handsome doctor.
Yeah, but he's charming as the handsome doctor who's an idiot.
He's the handsome doctor like he's great. He's handsome. He's charming. I just think you need a more hard ass Ham
What
in
is
the
that?
comedies.
What's that movie? Have you ever seen Tag?
I've seen Tag. He a one of the friends, or is
He's
he
yeah, he's one of
the
the
neighbor?
friends. He's one of the friends. I think Tag is a good use of John Hamm as a comedic actor.
I think he was in Kimmy Schmidt, and I didn't like him in Kimmy Schmidt either because he was a creepy cult leader.
I never watched Kimmy Schmidt. Have you ever seen, Confess, Fletch?
No, what's that?
It's, he plays like, I don't know if he's a private investigator or whatever. He's like a former journalist who's now like a private investigator, and he's like working some case, but he's very charming in that, and it's funny. He's like a yeah, it's like a I think it's a reboot of some Chevy Chase movie.
Maybe I just haven't seen enough Ham outside of the few that I have seen.
I think a lot of movies, though, they don't know how to use him. I feel like the town uses him properly.
I think he'd be a good. You know what? Make him a. They're remaking American Psycho, aren't they?
They are.
He'd be a good American Psycho.
Yeah, I think you need a young guy for that, though.
I know, but if you were doing like an old, like he's old but he's still there, he's the head honcho. I think it'd still be good. I want to see him in a slasher. I want to see him be the evil protagonist. Put him in the new Scream. Put him in the new Scream. Do it. I don't care that you shot it already. Do it. Is there anything you dislike about the town?
Um, yes. I don't and I didn't the first time, and I still kinda don't. And it's a problem because it's like the biggest plot thread. I don't really care about the romance.
Romance is bad.
It's not good. It's not a good romance. They have a like it's an interesting dynamic that she was their hostage in, like, the bank robbery at the beginning, and he, you know, he goes to follow her just to see if she knows anything that she could tell the cops. But then it turns into, like, a romance, but it never feels like it never feels like a romance. It feels like the a plot.
Yeah, and adding to that, I think the mom stuff that plays out during a lot of the romance where he explains like, "Oh, my mom abandoned us," and then like I think I like the thread of like my mom abandoned us, and then him
Yeah.
finding out later on that that's not the case at all. Like I like that. I just don't like that the romance is what brought it out. I
It
get it that you need it for the exposition because everyone else knows.
it
Everyone else
feels
knows
like
his mom left him.
it feels like the romance is only there so it can be used for exposition,
Mm, yeah.
but, like, it's a big plot thread of the movie is that and, like, they have a nice little meet cute in the laundromat. You're like, "Oh, is this gonna turn into something?" And the scene where Jeremy Renner sees them, like, that's a good scene.
Yeah, where they're at lunch on the patio, right?
Yeah, they're at lunch on the patio, and Jeremy Renner's like, "Oh, hey, what are you doing here?" And he finds out he's been seeing him, just seeing her, and then she knows she saw his Jeremy Renner's tattoo when they were robbing the bank, so Ben Affleck's gotta, like, make sure she doesn't see him, because then she'll know.
Gives him the old neck slap to cover it up.
Yeah, like, that's a good scene because 'cause you're like, "Oh, is his thing blown?" Because Jeremy Renner's a bit of a wacko, how's he gonna react? That's a good scene, but again, it's like but the actual romance between Ben Affleck and her, I'm like and she's fine, her performance is fine, it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, you're showing me scenes where they're going out, but I don't really believe it.
Well, I also wanted a little more time with some of the crew because this they have multiple people in their crew, but it feels like it's just Renner. At the end of the day, it's Renner and it's fucking Affleck. The
Yeah.
other guys just start getting capped, and I'm just like, eh,
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's sad.
It's better than,
Damn, right in the head.
it's better than Den of Thieves, where when people started getting capped, I was like, "Who was that again?" 'Cause, like,
Yeah.
I at least recognize these guys as, like, "Okay, I know this guy, they've had lines, I kinda know who they are." But, yeah, I'm like, "I don't really know anything about you other than you're the skinny bald one and you're the fat bald one."
Oh, you're bullet fodder for like. Okay, I get what the movie's doing now.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel like the movie it would be stronger if it either dropped the romance thing and focused more on them, or even just I don't know, just focus more on the romance. I could forgive not really caring about those guys if at least the romance aspect was better and, like, I was more invested in it, but it really just felt like a collection of scenes.
Well, I think it's the same with Blake Lively. Like, why is your character here? Like, oh, you're here to turn witness at one point, aren't you? Like
Yeah,
it was very obvious. Like, okay, well, we don't need this whole song and dance. Like, I
yeah,
do like the scene between her and Ham at the bar when he's like, I got you. What you
yeah,
gonna do? Tell me where they're at.
yeah, and
And
I like the
that's
scene with
cool.
her and Ham after she, like, crashes her car because dri she's, like, driving her kid while high.
Like 10 different things. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that scene too. Um, but yeah, it's another case of like either give me more of that and drop something else, or drop that and give me more of something else.
Like, give me more of that character. Give me more of Lively's character because I think she can be interesting. But all you're doing with her is like setting her up to be the snitch later on.
Yeah, and there's a piece of dialogue like when Ben Affleck tells Jeremy Renner he plans on leaving, like he's going to Florida or whatever. Jeremy Renner's like, you can't leave because there's like people here who need like right. I'm not gonna let you leave. And it like Ben Affleck's like, did she tell you that was my kid? Because it's not my kid. And it's like, what? Like, it's so out of nowhere because 'cause I'm like, I didn't even know Blake Lively had a kid. But
I
apparently,
I love that. I'm only aware of 2 movies of his, but 2 movies where they're in Boston. He's like, "We gotta get out of Boston. It's so bad in Boston."
yeah, but
He's telling Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting, like, every day I come to get you, I hope you don't answer this door."
yeah,
Like, how bad is it here? What's going on?
um, but yeah, so it's one of those things like Blake Lively's character could be interesting if, she was developed more and was in it more, but instead it's the movie's like doing like almost it's like half-assing other things as well. So, oh, we gotta learn that Blake Lively has a kid by exposition dialogue, and also that she claims that it's Ben Affleck's. But like that's an interesting like that's an interesting subplot you could have, right? Like you don't really need this romance with the bank teller.
Can't you show me her smoking rocks while you hear a rattle in the background? Can't you just tell me that? Can't you It's a quick cutaway scene. Can't you do that? And
Yeah.
then have a little and then that's when Ben Affleck comes over, and he's knocking on the door. "Are you telling people that's my kid? You're telling people that's my kid? That's not my kid."
Yeah, but like and but that's an interesting character that you could have, and instead it's kind of like relegated to we'll pepper her in once or twice before she turns snitch.
She's just there to serve the plot, and that sucks.
Yeah.
'Cause I know Blake Lively is capable of way more, especially after seeing her in Accepted.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anything else good, bad, made you sad?
I'm trying to think of what else we didn't talk about. I feel like we talked about everything. This is a very simple movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
This
that's
is an
it's not a
FX on a
yeah,
as my letterbox review said, this is a very it's on FX this afternoon ass movie.
yeah, but it's simple in a very good way in that I don't know, I see the town and I'm like, "Hell yeah. That's a good ass movie."
I like it. Rating. What are you rating it?
I gave it 4 stars.
I am also of the 4-star mind on it. How much of a dad movie is it?
Close to 100, I think, if not 100. It's a heist
The
movie,
only thing
so that's at least 70%. Dads love heists.
the only thing I could see knocking it is if your dad was a Yankees fan, but then the Yankees fan dad would be like, "Oh, did they just cap those Sox fans? Good,
Yeah.
good.
I mean, even a Yankees fan would be like, "Oh, he wants to get out of Boston? Good."
Oh, they're robbing Fenway? Good,
Yeah.
good."
I think it's 100% dad movie, honestly.
Yeah, it's 100.
Dads love heists.
They fucking love it. It's their favorite. Is it their favorite genre? Is
It's
heist a dad's favorite genre?
it's definitely top 5, maybe even top 3.
I'd say it's top 3.
Yeah, dads love heists. I think dads love the other thing about this that dads would love because they're very good at heists, and dads love movies that are about people who are competent at what they do.
These guys are very competent. It's except for living in Boston, they're not good at that.
Yeah. Um, I think dads I think dads will it's a good dad movie because a dad can fall asleep to this and wake up while it's still going on, and they'll pretty much be caught up.
Fall asleep during the romance parts, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. I think dads I don't wanna say dads like Blake Lively, but they'll like looking at Blake Lively.
They'll enjoy Blake Lively. Uh, her drug preference in this movie will remind them of their younger years when they experimented.
I think dads love John Hamm.
They like Pete Postlewaite.
Yeah. They love
Wait,
John Hamm.
Postlewaite.
Yeah, they like that guy. I think another thing that this has for dads is Bosch.
Bosch is in this movie. Yeah,
Bosch is in this movie, and dads love Bosch.
I did say out loud, "Holy shit, it's Bosch!"
Yeah, this is a 100% dad movie.
It's fucking Bosch. He's there.
You can't get more dad than having Bosch.
Do they get mad that there's not more Bosch? Are they like, "I'm gonna
I
knock it down a bit because there's only so much Bosch."
I feel like this is a good amount of Bosch because if there's too much Bosch, then it becomes Bosch.
Yeah, you're right. You can't have Bosch stealing the show.
Yeah. Um,
Do you have so let's move on to our what do we call these guys? These goofballs, the IMDb goofballs. They disappoint us because
yeah.
they watch a movie and have a complaint about something that the movie didn't get right, some detail, and instead of keeping it to themselves and living a normal life and being a happy person, they take all their misery, hop onto IMDb, and type this stuff out
Yeah.
to bug the rest of us.
And it's always Neil deGrasse Tyson
Always Neil. It's
every
always he's
time.
not a happy person. I want you to find happiness, Neil.
Yeah.
2026. I want you to commit to finding happiness, Neil.
Well, I got mine here from Neil. It reads several FBI agents cock their guns while Claire is still talking over the phone with Doug. He could easily overhear these familiar sounds. Shut the fuck up, Neil.
Things sound like clipping guns. Like you know what? Does Neil know that those noises were added in post? Does he know those noises were added in post?
First of all,
Does he know other things sound like guns cocking?
Doug already knows the cops are there. Like he's not
He
stupid.
does. No. Can I admit something?
Yeah.
Completely forgot his name was Doug. Just been calling him Ben. Been calling him Ben the whole movie. I'm getting old. I'm getting terrible with characters' names. Here's mine. When McRae is calling into Fenway Park cash room, he tells one of the counters his hometown is Quincy, pronounced Quint C. A Boston native would have pronounced it Quincy.
Yeah, well, you're wrong, Neil, because a Boston native didn't. Ben Affleck is
You know
from
what?
Boston.
You know what a Boston native would say about this? Hey, shut the fuck up. What they would say.
If Mark Wahlberg was there where he was typing that, it wouldn't have gone down that way.
If folks from Boston, if they dislike, like there's one thing that they dislike people saying things wrong. They dislike people not from where they're at telling them they're saying the things that they say wrong.
Imagine saying to Ben Affleck that your character didn't say this the way a Boston native would say it. Imagine saying that to Ben Affleck's face. Hey Ben, your character's supposed to be a Boston native, but he said this the way a Boston native wouldn't have. Do you know who the fuck you're talking to? You're talking to
If leave Ben
Mr.
alone,
You're talking to Mr.
does Ben
Boston.
have an act? Does Ben have an acting Oscar, or is it just writing and directing?
Just a writing. He doesn't even have a directing one.
He didn't. I thought he got one for Arg. No, he just it won Best Picture. Never
It
mind.
won Best Picture, which he didn't get one for that because I don't think he was a producer on it.
Fuck.
George Clooney got an Oscar for Argo and Ben Affleck didn't. Which is a
We
little
need to get Ben
ridiculous.
back in the chair. We need to get Ben back in the chair. He needs his Wait, does that mean Casey has more? Casey Affleck has more?
No, Casey just has 1.
Does he have 2? I thought he had 2.
I don't think he has 2. He has 1 for Manchester by the Sea.
Which is that film, I watched it before I was a father. If I watched it as a father, I think I would cry.
Yeah, so they both have yeah. The f I you know what? I don't understand how they didn't nominate him for Best Director for Argo. Like,
Yep.
did the Academy that year just hate Ben Affleck?
What year was that? It was 2016?
2012.
2012, 2012 Oscars, 2012 Oscar directors. Let's see. This was the artist year, wasn't it? No, no, it was the year after. It would have been 2013, right? No.
Yes. The movie came out in 2012. So, yeah, it would've been the 2013 Oscars.
2013
Okay.
Oscar Best Picture. So he won Best Picture.
Yeah,
Yeah, Argo won Best Picture.
but he doesn't get one if he I don't think he gets one if he's not a producer.
No, I think he did get so, like, Argo, and then it's got, Grant Heslov, Ben Affleck, and George Clooney listed here
Oh, was he a
as
producer?
producers.
Oh, he was? Okay, I didn't know he was a producer on it. So he does
So
have
then
2.
directing, here's who they have for directing. So Ang Lee won for Life of Pi, which I've never seen, but I'm sure he did fine. There was Michael Haneke for Armor, Ben Zeitlin for Beast of the Southern Wild, Steven Spielberg for Lincoln, and David O. Russell for Silver Linings Playbook.
No, I think that's Ben Affleck's year.
That feels like it. Lincoln was boring. Silver Linings Playbook was all right, but it wasn't like knock your socks off.
I mean, Ang Lee already had one for Brokeback Mountain, and Life of Pi is just a guy on a boat in the middle of the ocean.
Wait, there's a tiger on the boat, Matt. There's a
It's a
tiger.
fake tiger.
There's a tiger on the
It
boat.
doesn't matter. It's a boat in the middle of the ocean. How's that best? I'm sorry. That was Ben Affleck's year, and they didn't even nominate him. That
I don't
man
even
should
think
have.
I've seen him more.
That man should have 3 Oscars.
Yeah, he got robbed. Yeah, that was a weird year for the Oscars, though. They're just weird. Daniel Day-Lewis won for Lincoln. Jennifer Lawrence won for Silver Linings Playbook. You said you have a good dad joke for the town, by the way. Let's hear it.
Oh, do you like apples?
Yeah, why?
Well, how do you like gem apples?
Oh, because I basically I basically have the same thing.
Uh,
Do you
uh,
like apples? Well, I got you an orange. Because we didn't mention it, but he gives her an orange at the end
oh
with
yeah,
all the
because
money to
because he goes to
he's in
Tangerine,
Florida.
Florida. Oh, and Jeremy Renner's character's name is Gem. That's why my joke.
Yeah.
That's why my joke. In case the
Is it
listeners
Gem or is it Gem or Jim?
both. It's both. His name is Jim, but they call him
Uh,
Gem.
I also did another one where it was like your cousin from Boston, but you're cussing in Boston. I wasn't crazy about it. I'm glad I had the Apple one.
I'll tell you this though, if Mark Wahlberg was on that heist crew, it wouldn't have gone down that way.
He could have stopped it all.
I could have stopped. It wouldn't have gone down that way if I was there. That's all I'm
He
saying.
was he was he was too busy stopping the Boston Marathon bombings before they happened.
Yeah. If I was there that day, that wouldn't have gone down that way. It would have been different. Say hi to your mother for me.
Look, before we get to Heat, I just have to say if the Academy would have just given Bradley Cooper Best Actor for Silver Linings Playbook, we wouldn't have gotten all this Oscar bait from him the last 10 years. Like, A Star Is Born is probably when he should have won everything. Like that version of Star is Born is amazing. But they could have altered history if Bradley Cooper could just be enjoying himself making comedies, like chilling, not trying to win an Oscar.
Well,
And
you know the
the
problem
Academy
is.
said no.
You know what the problem is? Whether you win the Oscar is, let's face it, it's like 75% you're campaigning, right?
Right.
I don't think he's good at campaigning. He's very overbearing about it.
Oh, has he started campaigning for Is This Thing On?
I don't think so. I don't know if he's
I
gonna.
haven't I haven't seen him in the news at all, so I'm hoping he's just chilling. He's just like, "Nah, yeah, I made a movie."
Yeah,
I hope he's just I hope he's humble. I hope he's humbled. He's like, I don't wanna talk about the prosthetic nose. I don't wanna talk about the things I did."
I think
Because
he's
again,
too.
A
Yeah,
Star Is Born was amazing, and he did an amazing job, and he shoulda won some stuff for it, but
I think part of it. I think his campaigning is too. It's it's too much like him going, "I want it, I want it, I deserve it," right? Like, it's very overbearing, and I don't think the Academy likes that. And I think, if Chalamet doesn't win this year, it's gonna be the same reason. He's being too braggadocious about it.
I was getting ready to ask, is Chalamet, doing everything that he's doing? He was on top of the sphere. He was on top of the sphere, and it was a big ping pong ball, and him just being very out like, "I wanna win. Give me this. Give it me it
I think it
now."
works a little better for Chalamet this year because that I mean, like, you could make the argument he's doing it in character, like, that's a very Marty Supreme thing
Mm.
of him going, "Yeah, I'm doing the best work, I'm chasing greatness," like, he's doing all like, he's being Marty Supreme on the campaign trail. But I do think if he loses, if it goes to Leo or Ethan Hawke or whatever, it'll be because the Academy just didn't like the way he was campaigning.
If he doesn't win this year, I think he'll get it for Dune: Messiah next year.
You think? I don't think they'll give it to him for Dune.
Th I think they'll do it'll be a Return of the King situation where they're like, "Well, this is his last bow as this character. Let's just fucking
Yeah, but
give him the Dune Messiah shit."
Return of the King didn't win it. I don't think any of the Lord of the Rings movies won any acting awards.
No, no, but they gave Return of the King Best Picture because they're, "Oh, shit, this is
Yeah.
the last one, give it to him. Fuck.
You
Alright,
think they'll
cool."
give Dune Messiah Best Picture?
Maybe, just because, like, someone finally fucking did Dune and did it pretty good.
Yeah, we'll see. I think they
Sci-fi's tough. Sci-fi's tough.
yeah. But yeah, if they don't give it to Chalamet this year, I think it'll be partly because I just don't think they'll be like, "Ah, he's being too overbearing about it. We'll give it to Leo instead." Maybe they'll shock everybody and give it to Joel Egerton,
What was he in?
Train Dreams.
Oh, yeah, give it to Joel.
Yeah.
It's just what if Train Dreams just swept? What if it just swept?
Imagine.
It's just
Does that mean we are the blueprint?
yeah.
Because we gave it dad movie of the year. Everybody thought, "Oh, it's gonna be one battle after another." Nope, it's Train Dreams.
That's what all the annoying box office people will say, or the annoying Oscar predictions people will be like, "Well, Train Dreams last year, came out of nowhere after winning Dad Movie of the Year over at Stand and Watch." And
Yeah.
so now we're gonna be watching the Dad Awards this year to see what takes it, because that's the signifier.
I mean,
It used to be TIFF. It
it's
used to be TIFF, now it's the Stand and Watch.
it is a Netflix movie, so there's no way it wins Best Picture.
No, you're right.
So
Unless the Academy's finally like, "Fuck, alright, we're gonna be on YouTube in a few years, just give it to them."
I don't think that'll change their mind. They'll be like, "Oh, it's a Netflix movie." No, it's not winning. It's not winning.
It's not. You're right. Though that would be cool. It would be cool. Then we could say that we predicted Best Picture and we were on GQ.
Yeah.
Just keep adding things to brag about. We're like, "Yeah, yeah, that
We
was
should
us."
start
Alright,
mentioning we should start mentioning that at the beginning of episodes.
GQ. We
We
should put the
should.
GQ logo on all our thumbnails. As seen on GQ. YouTube algorithm is stupid. It's like, "Oh, GQ. People love that. People click on that." Boop.
Oh god.
Heat
Uh,
is a 1995 American epic crime drama film written and directed by Michael Mann. It features an ensemble cast led by Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, with Tom Sizemore, John Voight, and Val Kilmer in supporting roles. The film follows the conflict between Los Angeles Police Department robbery homicide detective played by Pacino and a career thief played by De Niro, while also depicting its effects on their professional relationships and personal lives. Mann wrote the script for Heat in 1979, basing it on Chicago police officer Chuck Adamson's pursuit of criminal Neil McCauley, after whom De Niro's character is named. The script was first used for a television pilot developed by Mann, which became the 1989 television film LA Takedown. The pilot did not receive a series order. In 1994, the man revisited the script to turn it into a feature film, co-producing the project with Art Linson. The film marks De Niro and Patrico's first on-screen appearances together, following a period of acclaimed performances from both. Due to their esteemed reputations, promotions centered on their involvement. Heat was released by Warner Brothers on December 15th, 1995. A critical and commercial success, grossing 187.4 million on a 60 million budget. God, they made that for 60 million? God damn. God damn. I know that's in yesterday dollars, but god damn.
We used to be a real
Critics praise man.
society.
Huh?
We used to be a real society.
We used to not have all this bloat at the top. All this bloat at the top. Critics praise Mann's direction and the performance of Pacino and De Niro. The film is considered to be one of the greatest and most influential action films of all time, inspiring several other works. A sequel has been in development since 2020.
2022?
I think that's why I asked the question, because I was like, oh well, Heat 2. Who are these characters? Who are these two?
Well, Heat 2, Michael Mann wrote it as a novel.
Right. I haven't read it.
I haven't
I
read
mean,
it
I heard
either.
I heard it's okay.
I heard it's pretty good. My library has a copy. I'm probably gonna check it out soon. Um, I think half of the novel is a prequel, and then half is a sequel.
That's fine.
I think the sequel portion of it is about Val Kilmer's character.
I think that I like that it fits that mold because I didn't know that Heat was originally a pilot and it was a script that he was just sitting on for the longest time. So the fact that the sequel was like a book and now he's like, well, now it's a movie. Like, yeah, yeah. You had a crazy ride getting to the first movie, so why not? Why not Michael Mann?
Yeah.
This is yours.
Who's attached? I think DiCaprio is attached or in talks.
He is.
I heard at one point I heard Adam Driver. I think at one point I heard it was gonna be Adam Driver and Austin Butler.
I'm not crazy about that.
But now I'm hearing DiCaprio. Now I'm hearing DiCaprio's attached to somebody, and Christian Bale is attached to somebody.
Mm,
But I don't know who. Like I don't know if they're gonna be Pacino and De Niro, or if DiCaprio is gonna be older Val Kilmer.
Not crazy about it. I'm not crazy about it.
I don't know. I don't know who's gonna be who.
Give me
Who
oh
knows?
man, who's got the chops?
Maybe
Who's
DiCaprio will be Pacino.
Hooah. Wait, it's the same characters?
Yeah,
Oh man.
it's the same characters. The prequel portion is about Pacino and De Niro before the movie, and the sequel portion is about Val Kilmer's character, like, I guess after he gets away, and I guess Pacino's character's still hunting him because he's
Hmm.
the one who got away.
I guess that's pretty cool. I might have to see if my library has this as well. Let's do our dad approved letterbox reviews real
Yes.
quick. I've got mine. Had mine. I think I closed it. Go ahead and see if you got
Alright, I got
yours.
mine. My review comes to us from Dara W, who is a patron. Blessed. What do we say for patrons? Praise be? Praise be.
Patron saint of letterbox,
There we
praise
go.
be to thee.
There we go. Gave this movie 5 stars and a heart and wrote, "Man discovered fire, less than symbol, man created heat."
Mine is from Patrick. Gave the movie 5 stars and a heart. He's not anything. He's just a letterboxer like the rest of us. Pretty cool. Review is it's cool when a bunch of geniuses at the height of their powers all converge on one single perfect project. Which I say, yes,
Yes.
very much. I agree.
Even I know we gotta do our smell test, but should we just get this out of the way? Is there any negatives you have about this movie?
No, this is a perfect movie.
Yeah, okay. So, we'll just get that out of the way right now. Neither of us have any negatives, so do the
Even
smell test.
even as a 3 hour, like I know I'm very critical about movies over 90 minutes. This movie is 2 hours and 50 minutes long. Doesn't feel like it.
No,
It's fine.
every minute of this movie is, like, should be there.
Who who do we want? Who do we want for the Wikipedia smell test?
I think you should do someone unexpected. So, don't do
Kevin
Pat
Gage as Wayne Grow.
Yeah, do it.
All right, I am on his page.
I would have done
Uh,
Natalie Portman, but
I can go back and do Natalie Portman.
I feel like we're always checking out on if men pass the smell test, but I guess that's because usually men are the ones who would fail.
because men are monsters.
It's true. They made a whole movie about it.
Uh, so nothing controversial here. He did do voices for Call of Duty Ghost and Call of Duty Vanguard, which are two of the most least like Call of Duties. So take that. What do with that what you will, gamers.
Okay, but I guess he passes the smell test.
Let's do Natalie Portman. I didn't realize Natalie Portman was the child in the.
Did you really?
She was the child, right? She was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Pacino
But you
stepdaughter.
didn't
Did not
realize
know
that?
that was her.
Wow.
Had no idea.
She looks the same almost.
Little, little did I know that child in that tub would go on to be a princess. Princess Padme. Padme. Star Wars, a little flick. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, that independent film.
That independent film,
Yeah,
that feature.
that independent art
Uh,
house film.
there's not a controversy page here, but there is a views on Israel page or click thing.
Do it. Do it.
Uh, oh no. Uh, why are you making me read this?
Do it. Do it.
Harrods has described Portman as one of Israel's outspoken supporters, even when global public opinion is turned against Israel. She has remained steadfast in her support for the Holy Land, in quotation marks, by the way, advocating through academic articles, lectures, and public declarations. Harrods cited Portman raising funds for the reconstruction of northern Israel, the 2006 Lebanon War, as a notable example of her support. However, Portman herself has described her relationship with Israel as complex. Like family, you love it more than anything else in the world. You're also more critical of it than anything else in the world. She brought it back. She brought it back. But there's like 5 more paragraphs, so I'm scared.
Oh God. Oh God.
Can I just read the newest one?
Yeah.
I'm scared. I'm really scared.
Read it.
We've
Read it.
I've said some heinous things on podcasts, but I'm really scared to read this.
Do it. You
On
gotta do
October
it.
18th,
You gotta do it.
on October 18th, 2023, Portman called for the release of hostages held by Hamas and condemned their actions. She also advocated for Israeli children who have been kidnapped, urging support for the release. Additionally, she publicized information about Dror Israel on Instagram to raise funds for children near the Gaza border and called on the Red Cross to address ongoing breaches of international humanitarian law within Israel. On November 12th, 2023, she took part of the March for the Republic and against anti-Semitism in Paris in response to the rise of anti-Semitism since the start of Gaza war. Did she pass the smell test?
I honestly can't tell.
Can't tell. I think we'd have to read the other paragraphs. I'm not going to read the other paragraph.
Undecided. It's undecided if she passes the smell test.
We have COVID. Our sense of smell is gone on this one.
So I don't know. Some of the things it seems like she does, and then some of the things it seems like she does. I don't know, man.
Come a long way for playing a princess in that little independent film. Man, this movie. I forgot how much I love this fucking movie.
What a great movie.
What a great picture. This is a picture-ass picture.
This is like if I think if aliens came to Earth and they were like, show us what you as a species are capable of, I would show them heat.
Yeah. I would show him heat. No, you know what? If the aliens came, I'd be like, all right, sit down, boys, sit down. Like, what are we doing, Earthling? Like, we're going to watch Heat. They're like, okay. And then after that, we're going to watch Collateral. And they're like, well, we were here to declare war on you, but beautiful. You pass. You pass the test.
You pass the test. Yeah. Just make sure they don't see anything else.
Just make sure they don't see Miami Vice.
No, just anything else in general. Like, make sure nobody else talks to them. Make sure they don't scroll Twitter, watch a news clip. Just they watch Heat, Collateral, and get the fuck out of the planet.
In the middle of Collateral, one picks up my phone and starts playing with it. I'm like, no. Give me that. No.
What a picture.
Watch the movie.
What a
Watch
picture.
Jamie Foxx. Look, there's a coyote. Look, symbolism.
Yeah, look, that's Robert. Look, Robert De Niro and Pacino. They're getting coffee together. It's their only scene together in the movie.
human. Why is the good guy and the bad guy getting coffee? I'm like, it's complex. They're both good guys.
Look, Pacino's about to yell. Look, look. It's one of our greatest achievements. Al Pacino yelling.
Yeah, man. This movie is like, forgot how human it was. I forgot how each character, like, yeah, they're playing this cat and mouse game, but each human also has this life outside of like being a bank robber and being a cop. And they may not be good at keeping those things separated, but man, you feel the humanity in these characters.
I read when I was looking for a dad approved letterbox review, I read a review that somebody wrote, and they just wrote that every character in this movie could be the lead character in another movie.
Even the worst characters like Wayne Grow, you're like, yeah, that guy could have
Yeah, like, what's his
that
deal?
guy would be in one of those. He'd be in one of what's the guy with all the serial killer shows?
Ryan Murphy?
Brian Murphy would eat him up. He'd be like, "Oh yes, I'm gonna make you Ed Gein."
Val Kilmer's character could lead a movie. Even fucking, Tom Sizemore's character. What's his deal?
He's not there very long either.
Oh, but he's there, and
He's there.
he's got a great I know you messaged me. You were like, "Add this to the list of movies where people react to something going on in a diner." Um, because they do this armored truck heist at the beginning, and Wayne Grove, fucking idiot crazy guy, shoots the guard. I guess I don't know. He's like, "Oh, he was making a move." I guess maybe Wayne Grove, was just training to be an ICE officer. And, so they're in a diner, and Robert De Niro comes in and, like, slams his, like, head on the table and, like, the window.
Oh, it bounces. It
Yeah,
bounces.
right? Like, for
Oh,
for what he did, and this guy in the booth, like, behind them, like, looks over and, like, is like, "What's going on over there?" And Tom Sizemore gives this guy a look that's like, "Mind your own business or you're next."
it's a good little moment because yeah, the one guy looks and it's a situation, and I just loved because again, you made this movie today. No one's responding. It just
Yeah,
happened.
yeah. And look, I don't know, I wouldn't call Tom Sizemore like an intimidating looking fella, but the look he gives this guy is one of the most intimidating looks I've ever seen another man give a complete stranger.
I also didn't know Sizemore died a few years ago.
Yeah.
This is they're slowly taking everybody. Hey, Mr. Allstate's in this movie.
He is in this movie, and he's not in it a lot either, but even he gets a neat little character, like, tragic character arc.
Tragic character arc. He's gone clean.
Yeah.
Gets back into crime almost immediately.
Well, he
Stuffs
comes
his new boss to the ground.
I think he has maybe 5 minutes of screen time. He gets, like, maybe, like, 4 scenes? And, like, the first time he shows up, he's, like, getting out of prison, and you're just like, "Who is this guy?" Right? Because it doesn't,
Mhm,
like, set him up or anything. It's just like, "Oh, a new character." And he's getting out of prison, and he's looking for a job, right? And he gets a job
mhm.
at this diner, um, and at first, he goes to the diner, he's like, "I can be, like, your grill man," right? Like a cook? And the guy right, like, he used my reference from my parole officer, said, "You give me a job?" And he's like, "Yeah, you're gonna mop floors." And, like, he's like, "What?" Like, "But what?" Like, "No, I can be like, no, you're gonna mop floors or you're not getting a job," right? And then he disappears for a little while, and then he has, like, another scene with his girlfriend where they're, like, talking about, "No, no, like, you're out now, you're clean, you're gonna do it." And then the next time we see him, Robert De Niro is in the diner with Val Kilmer, and he's like, "You know who the grill man is? Yeah, we were in prison together, right?" And Robert De Niro recruits him, and he's like, If you're gonna be part of this, it's gotta be now," and he immediately quits.
And he shoves his boss.
Shoves his
Boss is
boss.
like, "Where are you going?" Shoves him to the ground. Just fucking
Yeah,
chucks him.
yeah, and maybe I don't know how long it was in movie time. In movie time, it was like 10 minutes. I don't know how long it was, but, like, 2 hours later, this man was dead.
I love the patience this movie has to give his character that arc that again You make it today, that's not happening. Waingro gets away, and he's apparently he's a serial rapist running around LA
Yeah.
who's killing young women. And so I mean, he's this guy that you already hate. And again, you make this movie today, they're like, well, he's already he doesn't need to do anything else after he escapes. He'll be this lingering thing, and we'll clean that up in the third act. But no, they're like, okay, let's show him doing another terrible thing. Okay, let's show him doing another terrible thing. Okay, he hunts down Trejo and basically destroys that family. Okay, now you can go get Wangro.
Yeah, what's the guy's name? William Fincher is in this as a g he, like the armored truck they steal at the beginning, they steal, like, some, I don't know, like, bonds or something that belong to him, and John Voight, pre, "What do you think of this boner I got?" John Voight is Robert De Niro's fence. And he's like, "Listen, we could sell this, like, on the market or whatever, or we could sell this back to this guy. Like, he'll" right? Because like, he's kinda, like, he's dipped his feet into this world, and we can sell it back to him, and he'll probably be okay with it because he'll get his shit back, and he'll get the insurance money.
Yeah, but then he ends up fucking him. He ends up sending
Yeah,
somebody to
um,
kill them.
yeah, so Robert De Niro's like, "Okay, set it up," but, William Fincher's like, "No, no, nobody rips me off. We're gonna" he sets him up, and so Wayne Grow eventually goes to this guy. He's like, I hear you're after like Macaulay." And it's a
Yeah, and then he is that how they end up finding out about the bank like, does he is he aware he's aware of the bank robbery, right?
he's aware of the bank robbery, and that's how they end up finding out because no, 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 he's not aware of the bank robbery. They get it out of that's when they go to Danny Trejo and get it out of him.
Get it out of him.
'Cause
And
what
that
Yeah,
part breaks my heart because yeah, De Niro goes and they're like they think he's snitched. They think he's like ratted them out because he Trejo didn't show up because he had heat on him, and that was
yeah,
the whole a good chunk of the movie is about them trying to get this heat off of them.
yeah.
And he goes and Trejo's like, "No, no, they beat me up. They took Anna." And he's like, "Is Anna?" He doesn't know that his wife is dead in the other room.
He's essentially, like, lying almost comatose, like, he was beaten essentially to death.
And that part broke my heart. I was like, "Oh, he had like he was laying there with like a little bit of hope that she had survived."
Yeah, and Robert De Niro tells her, "No, she's dead," and Danny Trejo was like, "Okay, please shoot me then."
Shoot me now,
Yeah,
shoot me now, right here.
and he
Come on.
does, he does it.
And then Pacino's a bad husband in this. He's a good cop, a good guy, but a bad husband.
I like the thread there's a thread in this movie because a big thing of Pacino's character is he is a bad husband because he's so focused on his job that he doesn't really know how to be like a person, and,
Mhm.
like, him and De Niro touch on that in their little scene how, like, they both kinda don't know how to be people other than what they do, but there's a thread through the movie where whenever Pacino like, after Waingro kills that first hooker, right? And it was like she was like, I don't know, like 16 or whatever, she was like a teen hooker, and the mom shows up to the scene, and Pacino's comforting her, and there's a thread through the movie where he knows how to be a human being when he's comforting a victim's family member,
Mhm.
but he can't be a human being to his wife.
And that drives her into the arms of the man watching his TV.
Yeah. Yeah, and look, that man can ball his wife, but he cannot watch his fucking television set.
That was a great little bit. Like he unplugs the TV. It's in the car with him. He shoves it out on the street later on.
Yeah. No, but even later on, when Natalie Portman, his stepdaughter, like, tries to kill herself, and he rushes her to the hospital, when his wife comes into the hospital, right, he comforts her the way he comforts, like, the victims' families, and
Mhm.
it's a nice little moment of, like, oh, he's finally, like, being a good husband, but it's only in the context of the same way the same thing he does when, like, he's at a murder scene and the family member is there.
Well, no, yeah. All it took was a tragedy. All it
Yeah,
took was like an almost tragedy for him to like
yeah.
unlock this. Okay, I can be a good person for you too now. I
It's
just need you to. I need you to be deathly injured
Yeah,
for me to do that.
he essentially can't be a human being unless he's on the job. Like, he only knows how to be a human in relation to his job.
This unlocks a new kink for him with his wife. Like, could you maybe drop a hammer on your foot, babe? Look, I can't care about you unless you drop a hammer on your foot. I
Uh,
can't. The
Pacino should have won an Oscar for this.
Oh, good in this. Even because the again, I forgot how human he was in this because the scene that everybody quotes, "She got a huge ass."
She
Like
got a great ass, which is an incredible scene. Also, because you can see he was about to say big ass, and he stops himself and says great ass.
yeah.
Like, you can tell he
And
changed that in the moment.
he was feeling it. He was feeling that line.
Yeah, there's little bouts in this movie where he he like, talks normally, and then he'll just go really, like, insane Pacino, and he's told stories that, like, originally in the script, his character was on cocaine, but then they cut all that out.
Well, it was 3 hours. It was a 3-hour picture. They had to cut something.
Yeah, so he's still playing him like he's on co so sometimes he's all high strung, but it's great. It's so good. It works.
I love the last scene where him and De Niro face off at LAX. By the way, I've always loved that this one ends at LAX. And then Collateral starts at LAX and then ends at the train station, and this one starts at the train station. But anyway, De Niro's dying and he's holding his hand. And you can kind of feel like, oh, he's gonna be lost without De Niro. Like he needs to chase somebody. He needs to be chasing somebody. Like, yeah, he's found a little bit of his humanity again, but you can tell it hurts him that De Niro's no longer going to be this
Yeah.
thing in his life. And so the sequel still being him chasing Val Kilmer's character kind of makes sense.
Yeah, and the other thing too is, like, he needs the chase, but also De Niro is kind of his best chase, because De Niro is him.
Yeah, they're the same person.
Yeah, they're the same person, and that coffee shop scene is so good.
So do you think he gets coffee with Val Kilmer's character in in the sequel? He's like,
I don't know.
"Yeah, Neil paid for my coffee." He's just comparing him. He's comparing him to De Niro's character the whole movie, like a bad girlfriend talking about an ex.
I love how immediately after that coffee shop scene, he goes back to his crew, and they're all like, "We lost all of their tails. That like, they're all gone. We don't know where any of them are." And he's like, "You lost all of them?" And they're like, "Yeah." He's like, "I had coffee with him half an hour ago."
Good line. And just the fact, yeah, that they lose them immediately. Like it was part of the plan. 9 o'clock. I imagine they all went to LAX to lose the drones.
Yeah. I love the scene where De Niro and them are in, like, a shipping yard doing a fake stakeout because they know they're being watched,
Mhm.
and then afterwards, they stake out Pacino and his crew trying to figure out what they were staking out, and Pacino figures it out. They're like, "Oh, you know what they're looking for? They're looking at us. We just got made." And Pacino is, like, all smiley about it. He's like, "Hey, how you doing, motherfuckers?" And it shows De Niro, like, watching him from the binoculars, and De Niro kinda, like, smiles like he just saw a cute girl,
I again, he loves the chase.
right?
He loves that he was outsmarted. He loves it when he has to work for it.
Yeah, like, it's a like, De Niro has the reaction like he's in a rom-com, and he just, like, eyed his the love of his life. Like, this is the quintessential, "Why don't they just kiss already?"
Right. I also love that Pacino throughout the movie is complaining about his stepkid's dad not being there for her.
Yeah.
He's like, "What? How you not there for your kid? What you do?" And he's basically doing the same thing to them as a family.
Uh I think I know we mentioned it before, but I really wanna mention again the scene where he comes home and his wife is having sex with someone else.
Is it Bert? Is his name Bert?
I think it's is it Ralph?
Let me see.
Find out.
Xander Burt, yeah, as Ralph. Yep.
Yeah, because there's a great scene. It's a great scene because Ralph is there and he's and Ralph is like, "Oh my god, I didn't know," right? And, like, he starts talking to his wife about it, and Ralph tries to, like, leave, and he's like, "No, no." Al Pacino's like, "No, Ralph, you stay here. You stay here. Sit," and he's
I
like,
don't
"No,
know.
I think I should go. I think I should go." And he literally yells at him, "Sit down." And he does. And he sits there. He's like, "Listen, you can bang my wife, but you cannot watch my fucking television." And
Fucking
his
unplugs it, beats the shit out of it. He was beating the shit out of that TV.
he was. And his wife is a great little interaction because his wife is essentially, like, telling him, like, "You drove me to do this, right? Like, you made me, like, do this." And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I made you have sex with Ralph. It makes me feel good."
It's a good scene. It's a really good scene. And I hope there's more of it. I hope he's mistreating his I hope he's still neglecting his family and he fucks Ralph again. I'm gonna read the book and there's gonna be a whole chapter of her for just fucking Ralph. Yeah. This is this is this is the literature that I've been missing in my life.
What
Not to pick on Den of Thieves again, but when the mustache cop dies, I did feel a little sad. I was like, "Oh,
Yes!
that guy was."
I like that guy. I don't remember his name, but it's one of those things like, "No, but I know him though. Like, he's been in it, I recognize him." I was like, "Oh, he died." And then, it Den of Thieves does the
I
same
think that
thing, but it's like, "Oh, a couple of Gerard Butler's guys died? It's a shame. I don't remember any of them."
I have no idea who they were, or which they were all
Yeah.
just with their strippers. That's all I
I don't
remember
know,
about them.
like, I couldn't tell you their name, I couldn't tell you their face. Like, I was like, "Oh, which one was that?" This one, I'm like, "No, I know all of Pacino's guys. I might not know them by name, but I know them all."
Look, what I can say about Heat and the town that I can't say about Den of Thieves is that these guys run a tight ship and don't accidentally text their wife a message meant for a stripper. Use a bad bitch. That was so hot.
That makes Den of Thieves worth it though, as a movie. That one
Just that one
just that
just that
one
one
part.
scene.
Listen, Den of Thieves has a lot of flaws, but it has Big Nick, so it gets a pass.
Good old Big Nick. I do love that I tricked you one time. Hey, we got a new review, and I sent you that, and you're like, God damn.
Frankly, I'm shocked you don't do that more often. It was a great prank.
I almost texted my wife that in the middle of the night as we were recording. I was like, you know what? No, no, I don't need that trouble. No, thank
Um,
you.
we well, we
Anything
haven't
else about Heat?
we haven't talked about Val Kilmer yet.
I think he's good. I don't think he's in it too. I do wish there was a little more Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer, he kind of disappears.
He does disappear for a while because he gets shot, but I really like his little and again, it's like all the characters, they all get their own little arcs and moments and right? If they don't get an arc, they get a
Yeah,
moment, right? Like Tom Sizemore doesn't really have an arc, but he has this little moment where he goes, "For me, the action is the juice." That makes his whole character worth it. But I like Val
and
Kilmer's little arc.
I do like that he shows, and his wife and that, or his girlfriend, is Ashley Judd, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, they got cops all over her place, and she's coming in. He shaved. I didn't realize he shaved his head. I was like, oh, that's why nobody recognizes him, because he shaved
Yeah.
his fucking head.
He's a long hair and ponytail, and yeah, essentially he buzz cuts his hair and dyes it brown.
So that's why, like, I was watching that scene. I was like, well, they're just gonna know that's him. And I was like, oh wait, he doesn't have the fucking long hair anymore. So that's how he
Yeah.
gets away.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah, I forget how she warns him. She just kind of like
she kinda, like,
shows her
does
ring or something.
she kinda
Does one of
yeah, she
these.
kinda does, like, one of these, like, she, like, shakes her hand, like, on the railing of the, balcony, and, like, he gets out of the car and he sees her and he's, like, really, really happy, right? He's really happy to see her and, like, go off with her and start a new life and, like, finally be, like, a good husband, right? And then she warns him off, and, like, his smile disappears, and he drives away, and there's a little moment when he's driving away where he kinda gets a little smile just as, like, like, "She still loves me. At least I got
Yeah,
that."
but she's fucking that guy from Vegas.
She's fucking that guy from Vegas.
So do you really win, Val? Do you really win?
I don't think she likes fucking that guy from Vegas, though.
No, it was one of those things where Val was inhuman for so long, and then
She's fucking that
he was
she's
fucking her and watching his TV.
she's fucking that guy from Vegas the same reason Al Pacino's wife is fucking Ralph, because
Yeah.
he's not there, he's not a good husband or whatever, but he does still love her, and, like, that's a thing. What does he tell De Niro when he's like, because De Niro's whole thing is you shouldn't, well, like, why do you even have a wife, you know? You need you shouldn't have anything you can't walk out on if you see the heat around the corner. And he's like, "For me, the sun rises and sets with her, man."
Beautiful.
It's a good line.
I'm gonna say that to my wife and tell her I came up with it.
There's a great scene when, De Niro sees that she's cheating on him, and he bursts into, like, the motel room, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And she's, like, describing, like, why she's cheating on him. He's like, "Listen, you're gonna give him one more chance, okay? And if you don't, I will personally I will I will personally see to it that, like, you get some money and you can, like, leave him."
Yeah, because he's a junkie. Like his drugs problem stayed in the script. I don't think there's too much of it, but it sounds like there's a lot of hooch going around. Sounds like there's a
Yeah,
lot of hooch going around these rings on
yeah.
both sides.
But I just love De Niro coming in like, "Listen, listen, if he fucks up again, I will give you the money to leave. Like, I'll do it myself, but you're gonna give him one more chance."
I love that he's fighting for that for him, but while also like still being that guy. It's like the heat's here. I'm running.
Yeah.
There
Um,
was enough space between him and Pacino that he didn't need to run. Though that's my hot take. He could have like grabbed her and be, all right, we gotta go. We're running for our lives, and got to the plane.
yeah, maybe. Maybe.
No, no, no. This is headcanon now. You have to allow this.
Um, should we talk about the shootout?
How have we not talked about the shootout yet?
This is an amazing shootout.
First of all, De Niro gets up on the bank counter and says, "My name is Jungle Pussy." No, wait, wrong movie. Sorry, I'm getting my bank robberies mixed up. No,
Um,
he's like, "We give us the money. We
yeah, he's like, "Don't."
insurance is
Yeah,
gonna cover this.
he's
It's
like
not your money."
yeah, he's like, "Don't be stupid, don't risk your lives, we're here for the bank's money, we're not here for your money. Your money is insured by the federal government, you're not gonna lose a dime."
And then he picks up a guy, punches him in the face, sets him back on a desk, and says, "Let it bleed. Sit there."
Yeah, that was the
Which I was like,
that was
"That's
the bank
audacity to pick
manager.
that man up." I think he was grabbing his key or something, but
Yeah,
sit there and let it bleed.
yeah. Um, I like how when he tells people you're gonna, like, lie down, face down on the floor. If you're feeling squeamish or have heart troubles, feel free to sit up, lean against
These are
the
nice
wall.
guys, okay?
Yeah, yeah,
These are nice guys.
they don't wanna kill anybody, but no, but yeah, Pacino's crew gets tipped off because Wayne Grow tells, Steve, what's his William Fincher, like, about it, and they team up. They get they get it out of Danny Trejo, and then he has Henry Rollins call in the tip.
Would you by the way, would you be a good bank hostage?
I would be. I'd be like
I
Gus.
think
Remember when Gus was the bank hostage in Psych?
one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I would be a snitch. He'd be like, "Sir, that guy has a phone. That guy has a phone over there." I'd just be a good little bank hostage, just like, "Hey, he, he look, I don't wanna snitch, but the guy in the gray coat over there has his phone, and I'm really I don't wanna get shot. I don't want him to get shot. I don't want anyone to get in trouble.
Honestly,
Thought you should know."
I might try to make a deal with the bank robbers, but listen, give me a cut and you just I can be your hostage to get out of here. Then you
Look,
just let me go.
you can wave me around, you could
Yeah.
pistol whip me, 1 pistol whip.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
wanna use all this on hospital bills.
I'm on your team, right? I'm on the bank robbers team.
I'm constantly just raising my hand like, excuse me, just complaining about somebody else or snitching. He told me he's gonna try and run. He told me his dad's a cop.
Look, I've seen Dog Day Afternoon. I'm on the bank robbers team. I'm always on the bank robbers team as a hostage.
The lady in the green shoes says you're not gonna shoot anybody. I told her to stop spreading rumors. Good little bank robber hostage. They pat me on the head.
Uh, Um, yeah, this shootout is amazing.
They show up, and Val Kilmer's the first one to see him. He just immediately shoots. I think that's the shot that kills Mustache Cop.
Val Kilmer kills Mustache Cop, um, but it's not that one because the first people he sees are um, Bubba Gump and the other guy.
Not Bosch. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he sees them like around a pole, and he immediately fires at them with his assault rifle, and that kicks things off. And they're just—it's literally it's a fire, it's an assault rifle firefight in the streets of LA.
And they're running, and it just sounds. The sound on this
It's
is amazing.
so loud, and fuck, man, like Val Kilmer is doing like real tactical reloads. I don't know if you know this fact, but I'm pretty sure like the military shows this shootout to teach recruits. This is how you reload properly in combat.
Jesus, Val Kilmer probably had a. He probably enjoyed that. He enjoyed the fact that they were doing that.
Yeah, and yeah, so they're just spraying bullets all over downtown LA, and yeah, Dennis Haysbert gets killed in the getaway car when they're shooting at him.
Almost immediately too. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Sizemore gets away for a bit and then takes a little kid hostage and gets capped in the forehead by Pacino.
Every time I see it, as soon as he grabs the kid, I was like, You're fucked, dude. Why would you?" As soon as you brought a kid into it, you literally fucked yourself, dude.
It's a very chaotic shootout and chase. Like even like when Tom Sizemore was running away, he like trips and falls. Like
Yeah,
and anytime that
into
happens
the
in a
into the
movie,
into he trips into the fountain.
yeah.
And he's soaked.
Whenever that kind of thing happens in a movie, I always wonder, did the actor actually trip or was that scripted?
I'd like to think that he actually tripped.
Yeah.
That's always my that's always my thought. Oh, and then also after Dennis Haysbert and then Sizemore's characters die, there's a little moment where their newly widowed wife and girlfriend are shown, like either finding
Yeah,
out through the news or someone tells them.
she's in a bar
Mhm.
and it's playing on the news, this big shootout in downtown, and his face is there as like one of the culprits who has been killed, and she's just like really, she's like, oh, she's so sad and disappointed.
Like I just talked to you this afternoon and everything was good.
Yeah, you were
What the
get
fuck happened in 5 hours?
yeah, like you were getting your life back on track. What the hell happened? No, but then like Pacino's chasing De Niro and Val Kilmer because Kilmer gets shot in the shoulder, and so De Niro's like carrying him away, and Pacino's chasing him, and, like, he chases him through, like, a grocery store parking lot, and they're shooting each other, and it's pure chaos, like, Pacino and the other cops are trying to get all the civilians down,
Mhm.
and De Niro's just spraying bullets everywhere. He steals a car from people who are, like, loading their groceries into their van, and he backs into another to get out of the parking lot, he backs into another car that's behind him and pushes it away, like, with his car that he stole.
And then it like because I was watching. Again, this is the first time I've seen it in a while, and I was watching it, and it ends. The chase ends. I was like, "Oh shit, we've still got like an hour and some change left here. Holy shit!" And I part of me got worried. I was like, "Oh no, this is gonna drag." But no, man, it keeps fucking going. Like everything is like fast paced. You've got the family drama. Fucking Ralph. Fucking
Yeah,
Chino's
watching his
wife.
TV. Um, yeah, De Niro and Kilmer now for the last hour, it's like, well, if that was ruined, our escape plan is probably ruined, we gotta get a new escape plan to get out of here.
Yeah, they go. Voight gets him a new. I like Voight in this movie, by the way. Like, I know he's a terrible person, but every time he's popped up in a movie lately, not not Megalopolis though. When he dies, when he dies, and they're doing the in memoriam, they're gonna play that scene. Yeah, they should.
What do you think of this boner I got? There's a scene
It's just
where yeah, no, he's really good. There's a little scene where De Niro takes, Kilmer to the doctor. The doctor's working on him, and De Niro's got blood on his shirt, and he just tells the doctor, "Give me your shirt." And the doctor starts unbuttoning his shirt, and he's just so, "My daughter gave me this shirt for Father's Day," and he's like, "I don't give a fuck where you got the shirt, give it to me."
And I love that it works I mean, it's a small moment, but it works into the themes of the movie of, like, your humanity and, like, not just being what you do, but, like, having ha basically having a life outside of your it's
Yeah,
it's a it's a movie that basically says, "Hey, don't work yourself to death."
yeah, be a human. And also just like a little moment, it's like in another movie, in a lesser movie, it'd be just, "Give me your shirt." "Yeah, yeah, okay." And he gives him the shirt. But in this movie, like, even that character gets a little moment where you're like, "Okay, this is a it's not a movie character, like, this is a guy who goes home to a wife and a kid who gave him this, bland shirt for Father's Day that he actually wears."
And he loves it, like, he loves that
Yeah,
shirt.
right, like, he's genuinely upset that he has to give it to De Niro because, like, "My daughter bought me this shirt for Father's Day." Right? Like, it's not just a night it's just a little moments, like, this isn't like he's in this one scene, but he's, like, almost like, he gets something that makes him a rounded human, like, he's a character.
And that's more than we can say for some other movies these
Yeah.
days. For
There's a
their main characters.
yeah, um, there's one other thing I just before we wrap this up because it's getting late and we've talked about this we've raved about Heat enough, but this after William Fincher tries to kill him, De Niro calls him on the phone, and he goes, and he's talking to him, and he's like, "What?" De Niro goes, What am I doing? I'm talking to an empty telephone line." And William Fincher's like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Because there is a dead man on the other end of this fucking line."
And he gets him. He
What a
he
line.
he takes care of Val Kilmer, leaves him be, and he's like, "Alright, I got some motherfuckers to kill," and he goes and gets him at his he goes into his place. Doesn't he try to talk him down? He's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa. Click, click, click. Boom, boom, boom."
He's literally like, "Where's Waingro?" Because he wants to get revenge on Waingro before, he leaves and gets away. And he's like, "Where's Waingro?" And William Fincher's like, "How would I know?" And he just pops him immediately, right? He
I also
doesn't
love that,
He doesn't try to get any other information out of him. He doesn't try again. He's just like, "You like, tell me, like, you better he's just like, "Where's Waingro?" "I don't know." Bam.
"Ah, alright, yeah, I don't need you." I also love that, De Niro and the LAPD become aware that Waingro is, like, this piece to the puzzle that De Niro's gonna stick around for, so they're like, "Hey, tell everybody, tell every snitch, tell everybody who would say something on the street where this Waingro guy is. Give them all the details."
I love how to find out, like, about Waingro, Pacino, like, they find out who gave them the tip about the bank robbery. So they bust into Henry Rollins's apartment, who was the snitch, and Pacino's, like, roughing him up. Right? Like, he's not talking to this guy like he's like a like a CI or a snitch or an informant or a good Samaritan. He's like, "Listen," he's roughing this guy up, like, "Listen, motherfucker, I know you're into some shady shit, so, like, tell me what the fuck's up." Like, he throws him through a window.
I forgot he did that. Man, what a movie. It's
Wha
5 star. It's a 5-star movie.
Oh, yeah. 100% dad movie.
100% dad movie.
Yeah, no
There's no
question.
debating it. Nothing at all.
No, this may be the dad movie.
This is the dad movie. But, just like anything in the world, there are people who can't enjoy anything and, nitpick it, and those people go to IMDb and write out little goofs instead of just being happy people.
Yeah.
I've got mine right here, and I always look for the most downvoted ones. I look for ones that were the downvotes outpopulate the upvotes. At the climax of the film, Neil is hiding behind a box. Vincent is in the open. Wait, is this yours? No, this is mine.
No.
Okay. At the climax of the film, Neil is hiding behind a box. Vincent is in the open. The plane is coming from behind. Vincent lighting him up, which means his shadow should be toward Neil. However, the scene shows Vincent noticing a shadow as if the plane's lights were behind Neil. Vincent turns and fires, hitting Neil. Neil would have seen Vincent in the plane's lights and should have had the first opportunity to shoot. You know this is Neil deGrasse Tyson because he loved typing his name when he wrote this.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
There were lights behind Neil. There were lights behind Neil. Like the film makes that very obvious.
All right, I
Whatever,
got
man.
here's what Neil also wrote. As is
Come on,
usually the
Neil.
ca- as is usually the case with Hollywood, off to a great start. They almost always make mistakes related to emergency vehicles. The two ambulances parked outside the hospital have the wrong type of license plates. The LAFD ambulance should have an E plate, E for except from registration fees. Well, the Goodhue ambulance is brackets was a real privately owned ambulance company that is not exempt from fees and should have the standard commercial plate on it. Additionally, Hannah's black Crown Vic should have had a solid red light up near the visor and not a strobe light. California requires a solid red for all emergency vehicles. Who gives a fucking shit?
Oh my god, I wanted they always go on so long. They're always nitpicking these little details, and they really want to get down in the crevices. But then I'm gonna guess there were a bunch of spelling errors and maybe grammar errors in there.
I just, I don't think spelling. There might have been some grammar. It's just, who gives a fucking shit? Imagine
Yeah,
watching,
shut up, dork.
imagine watching a perfect movie and going, they got the license plates wrong on the ambulances. There should be an E. Who gives a fucking shit?
Just enjoy the movie, dipshit. Maybe that was a paramedic that was like, well, actually, and it's one of those people that bring their work home and they're like, "You're not getting the message of the." He's got a friend sitting there. He's like, "You're not getting the message of the movie at all. Just watch the movie." He's like, "No, look, they should have an E on the ambulance because." And he goes into the long diatribe, and they're like, "We don't care, man. Just leave,
Yeah, yeah, get out.
leave, go. We don't want to watch Heat with you anymore."
I don't want to watch any movies with that kind of person. These fucking dweebs.
Do you have a dad joke?
Um, no, I don't.
The sound in this movie is great. It's got a great bass.
Like the fish?
How I say, yes. That's how I used to say bass as a kid. I thought it was bass.
Um, let's see if I can think of one on the spot. No, I can't. It's too late. It's 2 in the morning. I can't think of a dad joke.
2 in the morning. Shall we spin the wheel and get out of here?
We shall spin the wheel. I'm gonna pull the wheel up right now. It's time to spin the wheel. Totally,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
just totally.
I'm hoping for the other double feature.
Yeah, so am I. Hey,
Get it out of the way.
how did I get into this shirt?
Whoa,
Oh,
what happened? I was just wearing a different colored shirt.
I was,
What happened?
I don't know. Well, that's weird. Must be some sort of video glitch. So I guess it's another victory for you audio only listeners, because you don't have to deal with this weird video glitch where we're seem to be back in our outfits from last week.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Yeah,
To the video people, I would apologize, but you're not people to me, so
yeah. I'm gonna spin this wheel so we know what to watch for next week.
that's right. The week after the week that you just watched,
Yeah.
I'm thumbs upping. Long pause, wheel spin.
Tropic Thunder, baby. Yes.
Good movie. Good movie. I
Good
love it.
fucking movie. I love Tropic Thunder so much. This movie gets funnier each time.
And it's another hey, look at us getting all these satires right up top.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right. Let's
Wait, let me see.
for the
Let me see if it's streaming anywhere.
oh yeah. Yeah.
Tropic Thunder.
I shall also see if it's streaming anywhere.
In the States, it is streaming at Paramount Plus.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
In Canada, it is streaming. Ooh, in Canada, it's not streaming anywhere.
Mhm.
Good thing I
How I
own
feel
this on.
about it.
Good thing I own this on Blu-ray. Um,
What movie? I have a feeling you own every one of these movies on Blu-ray.
no, I don't. I didn't own Network.
Did this movie revitalize Tom Cruise after he lost his mind?
I don't think so. I feel like a lot of people didn't know it was Tom Cruise until the credits.
I knew it was. I was a dumb young kid and I knew it was Tom
I feel
Cruise.
like a lot of people I see people all the time say, "I had no idea that was Tom Cruise."
The only time I ever hear that is when it's Mike Myers in that awful Queen movie.
Well, because he wasn't like nobody he wasn't advertised for the movie, he's not on the posters. I don't think he's in the opening credits either. He's not listed in the credits until the end.
You see, nobody had seen this man since The Love Guru. It vanished.
Anyway, I think for the video people, we should, quickly, swap back into the clothes we were just wearing.
Yeah, do some fancy
Yeah.
editing right here so we can go change.
Yeah, but for the listeners, the good, audience members who are listening as a podcast should be consumed, you know, nothing will change for them.
You know what I so we have our listeners and we have our viewers, but our listeners, you know what I call them? The good ones.
Yeah, the good ones.
Ignore that we've changed our clothes.
Yeah, we changed our clothes back. Uh,
Yeah.
so
Don't
don't
pay any attention to the clothes we're wearing. If you're listening, just keep on listening. Be
yeah.
be the unaware listener who has
See,
no idea what we're referencing.
if you're listening to this, you're already a better audience member because you're consuming this the proper way as an audio medium. That's why you're rewarded by not having to deal with these weird wardrobe malfunctions.
That's correct. And then you have the viewers, you fucking viewers, commenting below, basically being like Neil in the IMDb goof section, being like,
Yeah,
"Well, their clothes changed when they turned the wheel. Uh,
yeah,
canonically, canonically, this doesn't work. This is a goof.
yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
Shut up."
Just because when we spun this wheel, we had a weird glitch where our clothes changed what we were wearing last week. That doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean we pre-spun the wheel.
I can't stand the fucking viewers. Listeners, I love you.
Yeah, the
Steve as well.
li-
Standees.
listeners are the best. Viewers, I mean, thanks for the views, I guess, but maybe listen on a
Viewers.
podcast platform. Maybe listen on a podcast platform. Yeah. Um,
Viewers.
yeah. Viewers, but if you're listening to this on a podcast platform, we love you. We appreciate
We
you.
love you.
Um, I hope that you love and appreciate us back by subscribing on your podcast platform and leaving a review and telling your friends, telling your family. But whatever you do, don't tell your mother.